Did you talk about how often you should have your prostate massage, how frequent you should have it done? Now, so if you're not having any prostate symptoms and everything seems good, this is just a monthly maintenance thing. If you know you're having some prostate issues and your symptoms, you're checking off boxes when we're talking about symptoms. Now, what I advocate, and you got to talk to your doctor about this because everybody is different. What I always say to my guys who we figured out prostate massage might likely help is we're doing it about 3 times a week for the first 3 to 4 weeks. And then after that, we're trying to kind of going into more of a maintenance mode. Now, everybody's different. Everybody can be so sensitive. Think of it like this. You go to a massage therapist that somebody recommends. They say, go get a massage. You are going to love it. It helped me out so much. And this happened to me. I go and get the massage. They were ranting and raving about it. And I ended up bruised up. I mean, I had purple all up and down my back. I was worse off than when I went because the massage was probably too much. Now, 4 days later, I was like, oh, that massage really helped. But in the immediate interim, I was like, whoa, that hurt. I don't know what they were talking about. I don't know why they sent me here for this. So I want to you to keep in mind that everybody's prostate is so different. Everybody's a little more sensitive. And so it's really kind of hard to say. That is something that you kind of want to feel. Like if you do a prostate massage and right afterwards, you start to feel a little bit more irritated. One, I want you to think, what type of lube did I use? Could it be the lube? Did I have an allergic reaction to the lube? 2, was it too intense? Was I doing too much? First time out the gate, you just want to keep it simple. You don't want to do more than 5 minutes, or did I hurt myself? Did I inflame myself up a little more than normal? And I always tell people that when they start the prostate massage, it might the next day or so feel like things have gotten worse, but usually that mellows itself out because it's like a massage, right? You get your calves massaged, and you're like, and then afterwards you're like, shoot, that hurts. And then the next day or a day later, you're like, ooh, hey, my calves have loosened up. I feel so much better. So prostate massage is a massage. So I want you to think of it like a massage. Less is sometimes more for a lot of people. I mean, because honestly, I've had patients in the clinic, and if I've put the prostate massage probe in and left out, and it is 5 minutes, come back, say, okay, well, that's enough for today, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, you get a text message the next morning about how improved things were. And it was just 5 minutes. I mean, it was just like, boom, barely even in there. So sometimes a dab will do you. It doesn't, our bodies are very magical. God created us as these perfect creatures, and the body was really designed to heal itself. So what you're doing when you're doing some of these things is you're just kind of giving your body an extra nudge that it needs to kind of self-heal, to be honest. And Big Drew asked, does the prostate massage give you permanent results? Okay, so let's talk about permanent results. Nothing in life is really ever going to give you a permanent result. Because 2, I want us to get back to the basics of the prostate and how the prostate becomes enlarged in the first place, right? And I've done plenty of videos on how that happens, but just to keep it brief and simple, we really feel like prostate inflammation is inflammation in your body that's targeted at the prostate, right? So it's an inflammatory response, and those cells are growing and swelling in size. So if you don't curve or cut off what's causing the prostate inflammation in the first place, then nothing you do will ever be permanent, right? So we see enlarged prostates in diabetics, at a higher rate. That's because inflammation is high and insulin resistance is high. Right? So in order to really ever get control of the prostate, the prostate massage may help, and a lot of the herbs that we talk about and supplements can help too, but we really have to get back to the basics and control the diabetes, decrease the inflammation, change the diet, get away from processed food. Nothing is permanent. If, for example, if you have a body lotion that has fake estrogens in it, and you're rubbing it all over your body, and you're rubbing it on your testicles, and it's absorbed in your system, so now it's interfering causing inflammation, interfering with your hormones, and causing your prostate to swell. So it can't be permanent because we're exposed to so many things on a regular basis that helps fuel this inflammatory process. So that's why when we advocate for prostatic massage, we advocate that it actually becomes part of your self-care routine, so that even when you start to get your prostate under control, this is just something that you periodically do as a way to just help keep things at bay. Like cleaning your ears, you clean them periodically, clean them a little bit every night, but then maybe you do a deep cleansing of your ears, once a month or every couple months, so that they don't get clogged up, right? So this is just kind of part of a process, because remember too, one of the jobs of our prostate is filtration. Yeah, we don't talk about that enough. It is actually a filter. So it's actually supposed to help detoxify. And if the prostate is not functioning, and it can't do its job properly, then the filtration process and the detoxification process that's supposed to happen there, it just kind of stops and just builds up there. And so that stuff needs to kind of come out.